What's up, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. TYC first in the room, and Niels in Flatbush, welcome. Good to see Alfred Clues in Canada, and Arjun Wahala, welcome. Good to see Arjun. Good to see you there, Ramona, out there in North Carolina, and ABX Girl, welcome. Munzir, good to see you, Munzir, and Leela, welcome. Good to see you, Din, welcome out there in Trinidad, and Sebastian Cavera, welcome. Good to see you, Nebul in the south of France, and Oleg, welcome. Good to see you, Marty, welcome, and Nadine Smith, good to see you. Robert T, welcome on into the show, and Dave Jeffries out there in Niagara Falls, welcome. Good to see you, Lisa UK girl out there in the United Kingdom, welcome, and Sally Sipico, welcome. Good to see you there, Stephanie Gray, welcome. Good to see you, Stephanie Gray, and Jade Chulo, welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Good to see you, Joe, welcome, and Ian, welcome. Good to see you, Michelle King, welcome, and Claudio, welcome. Good to see you, Cammie G, welcome, and Natasha, welcome. Welcome to Midtown Manhattan. Let's do a little leaf peeping today. We haven't done a proper walk of the park in a very long time, so we're gonna do that today. Good to see you, John David, welcome, and Robojack is in London, welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Let's wait for 100 people to tune on in, and then we'll activate the feet. Today we should do about 12,000 steps today. A little coughing sound, John David, had to clear my throat. Good to see you, Liz. Aloha, Liz. And Beach Bum, welcome. Good to see you, Beach Bum, welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Good to see you, Dave, JR, in Dartmouth, United Kingdom, welcome. All of my folks from the United Kingdom checking on in. A big shout out to all the channel members. Thanks to all the channel members, this broadcast is brought to us in stunning 1080p. Good to see you there, Michelle, out there in Oregon, welcome. Good to see you there, everybody, people. We're gonna wait for 100 people to tune in, and then we'll get walking. Little chilly day here in New York, but we're gonna warm it up with all of you guys. Sebastian Cavera, welcome. And oh, the Mighty Bull is sharing on his social network at Mighty Bull. Dutch Moss is sitting here on 55th Street right now, about to walk down 6th Avenue. The weather across the way out in Brooklyn, it's 51 degrees Fahrenheit, 11 degrees Celsius, with the wind blowing out of the north-northwest at 5 miles an hour. The relative humidity is 33%. Good to see you, Bill Thomas, welcome, and Esteban Fernandez, welcome. Good to see you, Edwison Toledo out there in Brazil. Boa tarde, Brazil. And good to see you, Phyllis, 2284, welcome. Good to see you, Susan Ingalls, 43 and raining out there in Michigan. Stay dry out there, Susan. If it's raining where you are, stay dry. If it's snowing, good to see everybody, people. And Tyler Silva, happy Wednesday. Yesterday was election day. Yes, it was. Waiting for 100 people to tune in. We're going to activate the feet. We should do about 11 to 12,000 steps today. Good to see you there, Alfred. Yes, indeed. The viewers are like the United Nations checking on in. Good to see you, Dave in Bangor, Maine, and Anna's from Italy. Buongiorno, Italy. Good to see you there, John Lohr out there in Staten Island. Welcome. And Sabine Nagler's checking on in out there in Hawaii on holiday. Enjoy it. Jennifer Herring. Good to see you, Jennifer. We will be passing the marathon finish line later on in the live stream. D Dirty, welcome. Good to see you, D Dirty. Waiting for 100 people to check on in before we activate the feet. We're going to do about 12,000 steps today on the live stream. Will we see any early holiday decorations? Stay tuned. We will be going down 5th Avenue. 122 people have tuned in. So for those people, yes, the voice you hear is not of your favorite live streamers. So get ready to tune out. But anyway, let's do it, people. He answers all the comments, people. Good to see you. Oh my God. Had a day off today. I'm not used to having a day off today. Not used to having a day off. But I did. And it feels good. But good to see everybody. This is my job today. Doing YouTube with all of you beautiful people. We're going to do a standard tour of Central Park. So today's loop should take about 2 hours. We're going to walk about 2.1 miles in the park. And we're going to see almost all of the major landmarks in the park. But good to see everybody. 55th Street, 6th Avenue, the Avenue of the Americas. We'll be entering the park at 6th Avenue today. But good to see you, Colleen. Welcome. And again, what street are we on? 55th Street at 6th Avenue. Got to walk north. But good to see everybody. Welcome. You cannot answer all the comments. You need to practice. Well, Nibble, it's not for everybody. But I please want to stress to everybody, no need to individually welcome everyone. The chat seems to be getting very cluttered with individual hellos. So if I get too many individual hellos, I can't read actual maybe questions or stuff like that people might have. So just say hello to everyone. But when it just becomes a hello back and forth between people, the chat gets a little pointless. But Kareem, welcome. And Virginia Wedlake with a $10 super chat. Virginia Wedlake, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 Clip 2 Toms today. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $10 super chat. Thanks for sponsoring today's live stream there, Virginia. I'm glad you are enjoying the videos. All is well with me, having a fantastic day. Had the day off. Had the day off. So it was great. Not used to having today off, to be honest. Not used to having the day off. But good to see you, Darlene. Welcome. Coleslaw asks, has there ever been a zoo animal running around Central Park? Coleslaw, pay attention, and we'll talk about that later on in the live stream. Have some fun stories to talk about in some current history. So stay tuned. All right, people. Good to see everyone. As I definitely walk in the bike lane. Beautiful day today. In the zone, indeed. In the zone. Hey, look, people are already tuning out. He's not that guy I like to watch. So that's good. Sorry, I'm not that guy you thought I was. Anyway, good to see you there. Andy Polly, my birthday. All right. Awesome. Woo. Missing comments here because of individual hellos. Sebastian, who is that there? Okay, we have caught up. Okay. Ah, yes. My life's blood. The noise of New York City. You come my home in Riley. Maybe, yeah, stay tuned. Dassapams, good to see you, welcome. The thinnest skyscraper in the world, 111 West 57th Street, the Steinway Tower. The narrowest skyscraper in the world with a 1:24 width to height ratio. Perfectly centered in the center of Central Park. It's one of the best views in the whole city. Mish, good to see you, Mish. You hear from me, Natasha? Awesome. Greetings and salutations for 57th Street and 6th Avenue. Billionaires Row, kids, Billionaires Row. Sandra in Longfield, look at that. Good to see you there, Sandra. Hope you're doing well. A little chilly out here. Should have brought my live stream gloves. A little chilly out here, but hopefully when we get into the sun, we'll get a little warm. We're right at sunset too, so we should be seeing sunset in the park today. And I can tell that the gimbal is cold. Gimbal's sagging just a little bit. Am I near the Hearst building? I'm a couple of avenues over Esteban, but I'm not gonna pass the Hearst building today. That's on 8th Avenue. And yeah, right here, 58th or 57. No, it's 57. So we're like a block up and 2 avenues over. Good to see you, Yuri. Welcome. You missed the Duchess bell? Okay. The Duchess is not here today. She is making me cupcakes today. The Duchess is making me cupcakes. Not just any cupcakes, but I'm getting Dolly Parton cupcakes. Very excited. Good to see you, Carl. Welcome. I'm going to do my best to keep warm. Good to see you, Sean. Everyone follow Bagels and Walks. Probably one of the best live streamers on a regular basis. So everybody subscribe to Bagels and Walks. A fantastic content creator from the Upper East Side. Good to see you. John Lore, it is painful. It is painful. It is painful. Anyway. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, it's cold. Oh, man. It's colder than I thought it was going to be. CMB, I'm glad you're enjoying this. Just 12 minutes in. Awesome. Am I near the old Studio 54? That's on 54th Street between Broadway and 8th Avenues. Is literally right around the corner from the Ed Sullivan Theater. So we're in, that's in Midtown. Bought the Dolly Parton chocolate icing. Yeah, can't wait. Activity 79, yes indeed, best city in the world. Welcome. All right, Central Park South. Hi, John. I hope you had a great birthday yesterday. And I hope if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to everybody. Claudio, I'm glad you enjoyed the epic marathon live stream. It was from right here. I was screaming my ass off right over there. Oh, that was fun. I wish we had more views on it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Filled with lots of love. That's a beautiful thing. Awesome. All right. Kind of chill out here, considering it's a Wednesday. Got somebody yelling over there. Okay. Anyway, we'll start Central Park here, 6th Avenue, 59th Street, Central Park South, the end of the Avenue of the Americas. You watched the flyover video the other day? Oh, did you like that? Did you like my helicopter video? I am the only live streamer to live stream from a helicopter with my legs dangling out the side of it. Good to see you, Picard. Welcome. Let's wander into the park. Who's Rev? What is this comment referring to? Mighty Bull, what is that comment referring to? Mighty Bull, what is that comment referring to? What is that comment referring to? What is that comment referring to? The camera was in the tripod, Adriana. I think it's called a bufflehead duck. Oh, it's a bufflehead duck. Okay. Jazz lady, good to see you. Okay. Guess we won't know. Anyway, let's see. Where's one of my favorite benches here in New York? Are they right by it? Let's see. We're looking for the Tony Bennett bench. I think we got people sitting on it. Which, of course, that's how it works. Yeah, we got people sitting. We got people sitting at the Tony Bennett bench. Oh, I wanted to see the Tony Bennett bench. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, we got a couple of tourists sitting at the Tony Bennett. I wanted to show you guys the Tony Bennett bench. So, but there are people having a conversation there. So, we'll let them have it. But good to see everybody. 27,000 trees, 9,000 benches, 142 miles of drainage pipe, 58 miles of pedestrian pathways, That's what creates supposedly natural Central Park. Good to see you, Neil, out there in Flatbush. Checking on in. Make sure we don't miss any comments here. Random comments indeed, brought to us by Schaefer Beer. Good to see you, Ken. Welcome. You can say hi to me too. Right? Did you say hi to me earlier, Ken? Let me see. Did Ken Jun said hello to me earlier in the chat? No. Ken, you can say hi to me too. Thanks. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Timbo. Welcome. Let's see what kind of fall colors we have here in the park today. Good to see you, Ken. Welcome. Beautiful promenade and horses. Yeah, indeed. Central Park. Not even real. This is all man-made. This whole park. Kind of amazing. Kids climbing on rocks. Kind of chilling here today. The Kate Wallman rink is just down yonder. Let's show you where we entered the park here. Chat is becoming hilarious. I'm going to make it hilarious, goddammit. Nah, John. Yeah, they're here for a cut. It's all right. So we entered the park right here. We're making our way up the Center Drive here. And we're going to take this up to the mall. And then we're going to walk the mall. So let's do it, if you're following on the map. But it's November 8th, 2023. It's 3:05 in the afternoon. -5 GMT. We fell back the hour last weekend. You love the Delacorte clock there, Roger? Me too. Hopefully we'll catch it ringing. Yes, and oh, is it tough for you there, Ian? It's tough for me too sometimes, but I gotta be chipper. I'm contractually obligated to be chipper as a licensed New York City tour guide. The colors this year are very muted. Claudio, you want to see Balto? You got it, kid. I'll show you Balto. But you got to have to wait for it because that's going to be when we make our way towards Fifth Avenue, when we exit the park. So hang on out, and in about an hour and a half, roughly, I'll show you Balto. Right now we're on our way to the mall. Italy doesn't have large parks like this. Yeah, they're not found everywhere in the world. Central Park is very unique because it's all man-made. It's all man-made. So you caught the clock, but the animals didn't move. Uh-oh, is it that time of year? I'm wondering if it's the time of year when the animals stop moving. We'll find out. Yeah, the color, not for now, the autumn colors this year are muted. They're rather muted. They're not very exciting. Got little splashes of color. Oh, I love this. It's awesome. We do everything big in New York, yeah. Love the movie Balto, yeah. Balto's like real life story is like really sad though. His last few years alive were really sad. Balto's story is kind of like heartbreaking to me. The mall in fall is perfect. Off to my left-hand side is the Central Park Carousel. Central Park Carousel was built in 1919 out in Coney Island in Brooklyn, and then it was brought over here in 1954, replacing its other carousel. Then the carousel before that, the original carousel was a mule-driven carousel. Yeah, the rain probably caused the colors to be muted. What's the latest update on the squirrel count, Vaughn? I don't know. I don't know. Check the Central Park Conservancy for that. Good to see you, JK. Welcome. You here with me and all? Awesome. In the park. In the park. In the park. Still trying to figure out what the 3 bulls in Rev mean. What does that even mean? A foliage map says Peak Central Park is oh, it's peak, but not like last year. Okay, that I could see. I could see that. Jose Torres, pa Puerto Rico, bienvenidos. Jose Torres, that's like a hello, Ian. That's like a big, loud hello. Stephanie, I highly recommend riding the Central Park Carousel, yeah. Hopefully the signal is good in the mall. Want to get that shot of Angel of the Waters. Do we got a band playing? You never know, Anna. We might meet a star. You never know. But to be honest, Anna, us New Yorkers, us native New Yorkers, we kind of don't care when we see celebrities. They're just regular people like you and me. Jeanette Trainer, good to see you. Welcome. It's a pretty shot over here. This is really cool. Very New York view right here. This is cool. Ooh, Timbo and your wife, you rode that carousel back in 1996? Awesome. Bow Bridge. Yeah. Yeah, Flacco is down in the East Village. Supposedly looking for a mate. But of course, there's no Eurasian eagle owls here in New York City, unfortunately. You got me on 1080, Robojacks? How cool does that look? That is such a cool shot right there. The kind of, sometimes as a photographer, this is some of the shots I love to, look at that, that's really cool. If I keep on backing up here, it's so cool looking. He was in the East Village, didn't get to see him, yeah. He's like in like a courtyard. He's like in the back of a building. Got my dollar bills ready, by the way. So it's like coming to a strip club, Central Park sometimes. So when I hear good music, I always give them some money. So yeah, he wasn't seen today. May still be exploring. Oh, my heart goes out to my dearest Flacco. Is that cool? Shiva, welcome. How's the weather? A little chilly. That cool shot. Oh my goodness, I love it. Mighty Bull with 3 more bull emojis. So Mighty Bull, what does that mean? What is the significance of 3 bulls in the chat? Let us know. Enlighten us, please. Ian, it's going to be great in the springtime when everything begins to come out. I'm still trying to figure out what Rev means and the 3 bulls, but what does the 3 bulls by themselves mean? Any historic significance? Let me know. You're more than welcome, Jennifer. Yeah, Flacco, Lower East Side. Yeah, he's actually behind. He's like in a courtyard of a building, evidently, but he could have moved. He could have moved from there. So, but Dutch Maz right now is standing on a rock. Dutch Maz is standing on a rock. This is Manhattan schist, the bedrock of Manhattan Island. In 1811, John Randall Jr. laid out the grid plan of the island of Manhattan. And at all the major intersections, he put some kind of marker there, in some cases a bolt. And here, ladies and gentlemen, the final gridiron bolt from 1811, 1812 roughly. Welcome to the intersection of 65th Street and 6th Avenue. It's been here forever. We know that it's a grid marker bolt because it's in Mercury right here. But there it is. And we know this is 6th Avenue and 65th Street because it all lines up. We look straight down and there's 6th Avenue right there. 111 West 57th Street right there. Oh yeah. Let's head into the park. Let's get deeper into the park. But that's what Dutch Maz is doing right now. Dutch Maz is walking on grass right now. Dutch Maz is walking on grass, about to go back onto a rock. And then we're going to cross the Center Drive. Dutch Maz is going to cross the Center Drive. and start making our way to the mall. Sounds like we got a band here. I'll see you later, Anna from Italy. This band is sounding mighty fine, and I'm liking the energy that the band is putting out. So we got to give them a couple of bucks. Welcome to Literary Walk, the southern entrance to the mall. Give them a follow. Ooh, give them a tip, guys. Give them a tip. Give them a tip, guys. All right. Just here, touring the park, hearing the music. Thank you, gentlemen. All right. Yes. Anyway, the only straight pathway in all Central Park, ladies and gentlemen, the mall. There are roughly 400 elm trees in this grove. You can find around 3,000 elm trees across Central Park. Look at this. Oh, this tour, we got a tour guide in full tour guide mode. I love it. Let's just really meander down the path here. Looking pretty good. I mean, this is actually probably the best spot. And Sean, you said that by Bow Bridge is a good spot. We'll hit up Bow Bridge a little bit. We'll go by Bow Bridges. Look at this. Oh, man. The Great American Elm Tree. This is either the third or fourth planting of these elm trees here in the park. And this is a very highly disease-resistant Great American elm. A Central Park unique hybrid of the tree. Unfortunately, Dutch elm's disease decimated the American elm tree family in the United States. Many statues of famous men, one statue of a famous dog, and finally, a statue featuring women. Women's rights pioneer statue. Unveiled on the 100th anniversary of the ratification of the 25th Amendment. Sojourner Truth, Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Oh yeah. As they go over their articles of sentiment, or declarations of sentiments. Good to see you there, Metalhead Warrior. Thank you so much for 22 months of Dutch Miles Plus. Appreciate it. You want to see the statue come alive? Scan the QR code right there. Scan the QR code and watch this statue come alive. Gotta love the history here in the park. Become a member of Dutch Miles Plus and scan, get all those custom emojis. It is, yeah, see, once you get into the sun, it's nice out. Once you get into the sunshine, it's nice out. Metalhead Warrior and all the channel members, thank you guys so much for having faith in me as a content creator. The more members we get, the more time I could spend doing this. And I was looking into the records, and we haven't been in Central Park in a hot minute. We haven't been here in a hot minute, so we're due a walk around. The new look for tourists is the 360 cam on a selfie stick, aimlessly walking around with it. Yeah, it's nice out here today. Once you get into the park, it's nice. I got to sleep in a little bit, it was great. Got to relax. Yes. Oh! Yes, indeed. The Mighty Bull is also looking for bull statues, toys, shirts, and pictures and hats. Mighty Bull always in the lookout for bull things, because the bull finds, because he's the bull. Thanks for spreading that bull. Appreciate it. Still haven't answered my questions there, Mighty Bull, but what did Rev mean and the 3 bulls? What was the significance of that? I need to know. It is a bit of a weird comment. It's kind of like a pointless comment, Stephanie Gray. It's kind of like pointless. Good to see you, Steve Cruz. Ooh, we got some nice color over there. Ooh, we got some nice color over there. Oh, yeah, it's really pretty over here. The sheep's meadow is off in that direction. Ooh, it's really pretty right here. It's a nice little run around here. Oh, we got the plant. I tell you, the Central Park Conservancy does such a great job maintaining the park. 325 horticulturists work here in Central Park throughout the year, maintaining the park. And to be honest, the park probably has never looked this good in its entire history. That's right, Oleg. There you go, John Moore. Yeah, really nice colors. And of course, this is where everybody's taking Instagrams and pictures. I'm going to lay off the paint chips there, metalhead. Yeah, I'll do my best. Please lay off the paint chips. Oh my God, it's November 8th, 2023. 3:21 in the afternoon now. So this is Bethesda Terrace. Bethesda Terrace celebrates the 4 seasons of the year. It is officially autumn. So this is our column of autumn right here. The owl, kind of the significance of the loss of sunlight. The night owl, if you will. Of course, we go back to school in autumn. So here's your school book, of course, by the lamp. But of course, it just passed, ladies and gentlemen. It was Halloween. So here is our witch with the fall collection or fall plantings. And then we have our jack-o'-lantern right there. This whole landscape was created by Jacob Ray Mould in 1871. Let's get that money shot. He lives in Queens. Cut him some slack when there you go. Okay, there you go, Ian. There you go. But I need my daily requirement of lead. Do they still make lead paint? They don't, right? Right? OSHA got involved, right? OSHA got involved with that bad boy. Explorism, good to see you. Good day, mate. All right, Calvert Vaux Way. We are roughly at 72nd Street now in the park. Oh, they're still renting boats out. Good to see you, Jerry. Welcome. Almost the very center of Manhattan Islands right here. This is the skylight for Bethesda Arcade down below. This is where Low-Key teleports from. Well, let's get our money shot. Let's do it. Ooh, and there's no more water in the fountain. There it is, people. Ah, yes. Bethesda Terrace and the Angel of the Waters fountain. Let's look at her, people. The Angel of the Waters fountain, built to commemorate the opening of the Croton Aquifer system, the first freshwater system for the city of New York. It's the first public commission work for the city of New York, designed by a woman. Her name was Emma Stubbins. She designs a rather ordinary angel, not too flamboyant. So ordinary, in fact, that a lot of people in the media call her the milkmaid. Hand outstretched, blessing the waters of Bethesda. The fountain references the Gospel of John, but that is the view, Timbo. We got our accordion player, and we got the bubble guy. There's the bubble guy. Let's just take it in. Beach Bum, I'm glad you get all the good screenshots. I'm glad you get all the good screenshots with me. Let's get some more screenshots. Let's go through the arcade. Now, we usually drop a signal for just a moment there, so we should lose about 80 viewers because we're going to drop for about 2.5 seconds. So please bear with the signal as we go through Bethesda Arcade. Coming up next. Let's get you some more screenshots there, Beach Bum. Let's get you some more screenshots. All the tourists gathered just now, had an audience, which is always fun to get an audience. Yeah, hopefully we lose the Deadwood. Yeah, probably. We probably will. All right, let's head on through. Oh, was Ange here earlier? Awesome. Yeah, we actually maintained the signal going through there, amazingly enough. Got people doing their TikToks over there. Walking through here is like walking through time, yeah. I mean, how many great movies have been filmed here? How many great, TV shows and music videos and, Central Park, one of the most photographed places on the planet. And this is the center right here. Let's go say hi to Alice in Wonderland. Let's go say hi to Alice in Wonderland. Shall we? Let's go ask Alice, right? Good to see you, Gus. Welcome. The fountain is always a sight, even when it's turned off. Good afternoon, Janet. Beautiful afternoon for the park. Stay tuned. We will be making our way down Fifth Avenue later and we're going to see if we catch any early Christmas displays. Ooh, look at this. This is got another screenshot for you guys. Margie Blog, good to see you. Welcome. We're all mad here. That's right. Look at that. Oh, look at that, people. Yes. Central Park, one of the first places on the planet to use forced perspective. Forced perspective to create depth, distance. Again, everything you see here is man-made, so like including this body of water called the lake. No special name, just the lake. Completely man-made, filled with Croton aqueduct water. The Twin Towers of the San Remo apartments. Oh, one of your favorite views, right, Sean? Just to think, Barry Manilow used to sublet to Raquel Welch in that very building. Simplicity at its best, right, Gus? Absolutely. Hey, when the geese are hanging out, yeah. Ah, yes. You know, they knew when they were designing the park that people would be using cameras in here. So this is all kind of meant for that. Everybody, even though you don't realize it, you kind of walk into a frame of shot as you make your way around. It's pretty cool. Diana Marie TV, welcome. Lovely view indeed. Love that view there into the lens, yes. It's true, it's just called the lake, yeah. It's just called the lake. You have the lake, you have the pond. Of course, you have the proper Harlem Mere. Harlem Mere, the only body of water in Central Park that is actually not fed by the Croton Aqueduct system. As we get ready to walk underneath the trefoil arch. You hear that thug gangster music? The most whitey, preppiest boy in the world was rocking out to that music while he ran around the park in his tights. Yes, I'm a thug, as he would say on the Upper East Side. That's some foofy restaurant. Anyway, the trefoil arch, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for the laughing emojis. Those are the emojis that make sense in this stream, not random bull emojis. Bienvenue from France. Bienvenue. NASCAR Vintage. Welcome. Shout out to Wally Dallenbach. Classic vintage NASCAR. I got some nice colors over here. Not too crazy. You know a guy from France? Yeah. Naboul. Everyone follow Naboul from the south of France. He's right here in the chat. Yes, I am in Central Park. It is one of the most amazing places on earth. When you think of New York, of course, you think Central Park. Coming up to the conservatory waters. And let's go say hi to our friend Hans. Hans Christian Andersen, that is. Here's my friend. Good to see you, Hans. For good luck, this is what you do. For good luck, you rub the nose and you pat the duck on the head 3 times. And that's how you get all the luck in the world. I hope you're having a great one, Hans. And of course, what's Hans reading? The Ugly Duckling. Ken Junge asks, when was Central Park built? Construction for Central Park begins in 1855. The first section of the park below 72nd Street is completed in 1858, but we were still building north in the park as late as 1872. The park was fully realized by 1873, but we were still building little landmarks in the park as late as the 1880s and 1890s. You live in the central... Oh, awesome! Vintage NASCAR, awesome. Thanks for hitting that like button, Colleen. Park does look pretty good right now. I mean, the colors are a little bit muted, not as good as, I can honestly say the autumn colors are not as great as last year. But we did have a rather wet few days, but this is a cool shot right here. We got really nice light on this. Central Park is not the largest park in all of New York City. Here is a rundown. Where's my list? Here is a rundown of all of the parks. Here we go. All of the top 10 largest parks in Central Park. Largest park in New York City is Pelham Bay Park in the Bronx at 2,765 acres. Yeah, beautiful shot of the sky there, yeah. Beautiful reflections. Really nice. Bonjour, Lawrence. Bienvenue. You're guessing people don't touch the balls for good luck. Nobody grabs Hans Christian Andersen by the balls, luckily. But don't put that out there, Lisa. They'll start doing that. The tourists will start doing that. Really nice reflections here. You love Central Park. Good to see you, Craig. Welcome. Have paintings. Yeah. Oh, is that awesome? Oh, that's awesome. Glad you're enjoying. And did we have a super chat? Did we miss a super chat there? And Mike E with a $2 super chat. Mike, thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Thanks so much for joining today's $2 club. Much, much, much appreciated with the big $2 super chat. Mike, thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream. Much appreciated. Good to see you, Donna. Welcome. Let's head over to Alice. Let's go say hi to Alice. Real pretty out here. And NASCAR Vintage with a €1 super chat. NASCAR Vintage 17. Thank you so much for the very generous €1 super chat. Thanks for joining today's €1 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big €1 super chat. Thank you so much there, NASCAR Vintage. Howie Hochberg out there in Sarasota. We're making the 2024 calendar right now. Just take screenshots and make yourself a calendar at home, free of charge. Courtesy of the Dutch Miles Family and Networks. Let's see if Alice is chasing rabbits. I think she's hanging out with one. So let's see. Nobody around her. This is great. A gift to the children of the city of New York, the Margarita Delacorte Memorial. Dedicated to Margarita Delacorte, the wife of George Delacorte. George Delacorte, the founder of Dell Publishing. Without George, we would not have our Shakespeare in the Park Theater, which is currently undergoing a bit of a rejuvenation. Do you like that, Sean? It's pretty. Real pretty. Real pretty. Alice in Wonderland, created by José de Kreeft back in 1958. See? José de Kreeft. Of course, we have the rabbit. Of course, George Delacorte, he actually plays a role in the statue. He plays the role of the Mad Hatter. Always holding court. Next Thanksgiving Day. Next Thanksgiving Day tourists? I don't know. It's the next Thanksgiving Day tourists. I don't know there, John. How much temperature in New York actually? It's in the 60s Fahrenheit. You'll see the temperature and weather come up periodically in the chat. Do you think sonic violence is a serious problem and modern challenge? Oleg, I honestly don't know. I know that a UV light at major kind of internet influencer events is very harmful to people's health. So I don't know about sonic violence, but yes, using UV lights in a kind of a public on like a stage and stuff like that for some internet influencers who bought monkey NFTs. Yeah, nice indeed, Mighty Bull. Yes, perfect autumn day to walk around. Absolutely, Lisa. Absolutely, Lisa. Let's head over to Belvidere Castle. Let's head up to Belvidere Castle, and then we'll head through the Ramble, and then we'll come out over Bow Bridge. Let's do it. Pretty nice out here today, though. Once you get walking, I get warmed up, so I'm not as cold as I was when I started the stream. And it does feel a little warmer here in the park, but a lot of leaves just not making it. New York City photos and video, welcome. You're more than welcome. Yes, there is. There's a guided tour you could download. Head out to the Central Park Conservancy's website, and they have a fabulous little guide that has various stops narrated by some of your favorite musicians, actors, and personalities. Across the street is the Loeb Boathouse. And it looks like they're still renting out boats. We're gonna walk up the main drive here. But to think on Sunday, 52,000 ran right towards us. And look, we can see the marathon line is right here. Let's walk the marathon route. There it is. Jennifer Herring. She ran right here on Sunday. The blue line of the marathon route. You know, the blue line paint used to last for years, and then they figured out some paint that dissolves away quicker. But 52,000 people running in last Sunday's marathon. Timbo, I'll do my best to send it your way. So we walk up this hill here, making our way up to the second highest natural point in Central Park, and that's Vista Rock. Belvidere Castle is coming up next. Yeah, that's right, Nibble. There you go. Just follow the bikes, even though it really doesn't work. RJ's checking on in out there in Colorado. Welcome. Making our way through Central Park before we head down Fifth Avenue to see some of the holiday displays. But coming up next in Central Park, Belvidere Castle, Shakespeare Garden, the Bow Bridge, the Ramble, Strawberry Fields, Tavern on the Green, the finish line to the New York City Marathon. And then we're going to cut across the park and make our way over towards Balto, the sled dog, and then Fifth Avenue. Eric, good to see you. Welcome. Ah, here it is. One of my favorite statues in the whole park. He is as old as the Brooklyn Bridge. Here is the statue called
still hunt. He hasn't moved there. He hasn't moved from there since 1884. Kind of amazing. Kind of amazing. Thank you so much, Metalhead, for posting the link. And hit that like button. Thank you so much, Ken. Appreciate it. As we continue to ramble through the park. Still hunt is a life-size animal. It's pretty cool. Really? Were people sitting on him during the marathon? Awesome. I mean, that's a little precarious place to sit. I wouldn't recommend it, but, you know, as long as they didn't fall and crack their heads open. That's awesome. It's a little chilly, but as long as you walk around, it gets warm. It's in the low 60s. Cars haven't been allowed on the main drive in Central Park for quite some time, for like 9 years now. Cars can still cross over Central Park at various traverses in the park. Central Park really not designed for the automobile. Because Central Park predates the automobile. So now we're not that far from the Metropolitan Museum of Art. It's right down there past those trees. Like there's a traverse right here. This 79th Street traverse is right here underneath. So it takes you from east side to west side to east side. So that's underneath where we're walking. That's the magic of Central Park. Central Park, one of the first places in the world to use grade separation. So pedestrians always on top and carriages towards the bottom. Ah, there you go, NASCAR. I'm glad you're enjoying. Diana Lee's in London. Welcome. Good to see you, Diana Lee. We are making our way to Belvidere Castle. A quick view. Down there we have King Jagiello, the King of Poland, a relic from the 1939-1940 World's Fair. Right down over there. Let's frame it up for you guys. Looks pretty. There it is. King Jagiello of Poland. And then we turn the camera to the left. We have that body of water down there that we're going to see in a few more moments, and that's going to be the turtle pond. The turtle pond, the last little bit of remnants from the Croton Receiver Pond. That was just to the north from here. Today, the Great Lawn is there. Darren celebrating 22 months of Dutch Moz Plus. Thank you so much, Darren, for sponsoring the channel and having faith in me as a content creator. Much appreciated. And good to see everybody coming on in. Today now we have the Turtle Pond, and just beyond that, the Great Lawn. The Great Lawn, a completely engineered landscape designed to pool and drain water in certain corners so that the blade of grass, that the lawn could be ready for play in about 3 to 5 hours, depending on how much rain falls. So vintage NASCAR, yes. Belvidere Castle is made from the leftover rock from the construction of Central Park. We used 266 tons of gunpowder to sculpt the glacier rock in Central Park, and the glacier rock in Central Park is the only natural feature of the park. And in doing so, we removed 2.7 million cubic yards of rock and debris, and we use that leftover rock to build structures, bridges, and the structure you're about to see, Belvidere Castle. The dirt from Central Park actually came from New Jersey. 11.5 million cartloads of topsoil from New Jersey. Understand that Rockefeller Center was only developed in the 1920s. Central Park construction began in 1855. But it is all landmarked and man-made. Here it is. Belvidere Castle. We're on top of Vista Rock, and a lot of the rock that made the plateau for Vista Rock created the castle. It's not freezing outside. It's beautiful out. Welcome. Let's get our, we got another screenshot coming up for everybody. Good to see you, Darren. Welcome. Found your picture of the king in 2005. Awesome. I love it. NASCAR Vintage with a €2 super chat. NASCAR Vintage, thank you so much for another €2 super chat. Thanks so much for doing today's €3 club now. Much, much, much appreciated with a big merci, NASCAR Vintage 17, with a big €2 super chat. The restaurant was at the base of the hill we just walked up, Lawrence. That's the Loeb Boathouse. So it's about a 10-minute walk from here. But right after we saw Alice in Wonderland, you saw a view of the Loeb Boathouse. That is the restaurant. That is not that far from Belvidere Castle. It is the money shot. The Great Lawn. The Great Lawn, where Simon and Garfunkel had their reunion, where Pope John Paul II spoke to 500,000 people, and where Diana Ross performed in a thunderstorm to 700,000 people. A lot of amazing history happens on the Great Lawn. And Claudio Elementary with a €2 super chat. Claudio, thank you so much for the very generous €2 super chat. Thanks for joining today's €2 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big €2 super chat. Thanks for sponsoring the live stream, gentlemen.
Phyllis, thank you so much for your 14 months of Dutch Maz Plus. And thank you for your continued support of the channel.
Please get sick and then enjoy your start to get sick. Alright. No, but I'll make you sick whether you're sick or not. You just let me know, okay?
Good to see you, Ian. Welcome. Mimi, you're more than welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you, Maria. Welcome. I love it. Nobody does flash dance on saxophone, but we do it here in Central Park, right? Yeah, I'm feeling it too. We have been collecting weather data here at Belvidere Castle since 1865. Originally, the original weather meter used to be on top of the castle, but now it is here amongst the trees. Thus, the wind meter on this weather station is completely useless. This weather station famously read during the height of Hurricane Sandy, a calm wind. How funny is that? Let's get into the ramble and let's ramble about to the Ramble and Bow Bridge. I think we're gonna skip the Shakespeare Garden. I mentioned we were gonna go to Shakespeare Garden. We're gonna skip Shakespeare Garden because we're quickly losing sunlight. So I wanna get over to Tavern on the Green by sunset time. So, ooh, they rebuilt a little pavilion here. Look how cute is that? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I love it. That's awesome, I love it. Central Park Conservancy, just like going through all of the records of the creation of Central Park, and so many little ideas that some of them did not come to fruition when they first built the park. So it's nice that they're going back to these old records and kind of rebuilding stuff and creating stuff out of those original plans. It's pretty cool. Yeah, hurry up, Ian. Yeah. Oh, that's a cool picture. That's a cool picture. That's a cool shot right there. Right there with the pavilion right there. Oh my goodness. And you get like all the leaves here. Look at this. Oh, they are doing so great. Yeah. I mean, Central Park Conservancy, they're just such a fine group of people. Welcome to the Ramble. The Ramble, the most wooded area of Central Park. As the name suggests, yes, you are meant to ramble about this space. Yep, sunset at 4:45. But it's got to go below the buildings there, Nabul, so I got to get there before. I got to get there before it goes down the buildings. But really cool view here of the autumn leaves. Look how just the sun is wafting through the trees here. Yes, indeed, John. Unfortunately, John Lord, that's very true. How pretty that looks. Real pretty today.
Marie, is it a beautiful? Good to see you. Welcome. The Conservancy is doing a great job. Yes, indeed. It costs around $84 million a year to maintain Central Park. And 95% of that money comes from the Central Park Conservancy. Central Park Conservancy are the people who manage the park. Really cool view right here. Let's just hang out right here. NASCAR Vintage, we like coming in here when it snows. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, make sure you have the notification bell turned on, and you will probably see the park in snow. Yes, indeed, Central Park Conservancy gets a lot of the money from big donations, big corporations, and very wealthy people. Probably one of the more famous people on the Central Park Conservancy board is Bette Midler. And Bette Midler, very proactive in the maintenance of the park.
I know. Why are you not believing me?
I wasn't not believing you. You were trying to go down. Okay, come on.
Yep, they're always pursuing donations. How much time is needed to visit the whole park? Lawrence, you could easily be in here for 5 hours. And if you know where to go, you could easily spend 5 hours here in the park. But I recommend, 2 hours is fine. 2 hours, you can see all the big landmarks in the park that everyone knows about. But you could easily spend an entire day in here. That is not out of the ordinary. Oh, it was fall the first time you visited Timbo? Yeah. It's beautiful. Sebastian, we're going to be here for another 2 hours. Around. But you could always watch the replay. Good to see you there, Donnelly. Welcome. Good to see you there, Blondie, 1025. Welcome. Yeah, to do the whole park, you could easily be in here for 5 hours. Do you like that schist? Yes, indeed. The Manhattan schist. Got some beautiful pictures in the park. Awesome. The Twin Towers of the San Remo apartments are just behind the trees, off to my right-hand side. We're in the western end of the lake. Kind of surprised they still have boats out. George, yes. Yes, indeed, George. Good to see you. Ed Allen, good to see you. Looking forward to your pre-Christmas visit to New York. Awesome, Ed. Hope you have a great time. And Darlene with a $20 super chat. Darlene, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 Club 4 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $20 super chat. Thank you so much there, Darlene. Thanks for sponsoring today's live stream. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let me entertain you, Darlene. Let me entertain you. The bicycle is probably the best way to get around the park, but understand that bicycles are not allowed on any of the footpaths. You're only allowed on the main drive. So what I recommend doing is rent a bike with a lock, and then you can lock it up at all of the major landmarks here in the park. Is there any fishing in the pond? There's only fishing, well, it's pretty much only fishing up at the Harlem Mere, and that is catch and release. Coming up next, Bow Bridge. Do I do bicycle tours? Yes, I do bicycle tours. But unfortunately, I do not. I am currently not doing any public tours via through YouTube anymore. So you just got to get lucky and hire the right company. Good to see you there, Millard. Welcome. Happy Wednesday, Millard. Ooh, look at this. Bow Bridge. And they have an upcoming closure. Let's read this sign here so I can learn something because I work the park regularly. Let's see here. Bow Bridge will be temporarily closed in late fall 2023. The work will be completed by late winter 2024. Holy cow, that means that the Bow Bridge is going to be closed for pretty much the whole year. Wow. So this is probably gonna be our last time walking over Bow Bridge for a while. Look at this. Here's the view. Oh, man. I'm surprised how many people think the camera's turned around on me. The lake. Wow, this is probably going to be the last time I'm going to be on Bow Bridge for a while. Good to see you, John C. Welcome. Wow. Esteban says take a ferry across. Esteban, there are no ferries to cross here because there's paths that go all the way around this. So it's kind of pointless to have a ferry cut across this. You glad you made it for the Bow Bridge there, John? Awesome. Pretty bridge indeed. Let's get the shot of the bridge. Very famous view of the bridge here. Had a group of tourists walk behind me thinking they're on the video. Not too bright. Not too bright. Look at that view. Oh wow. Yeah, that is the picture right there. That is the picture. That is the shot you want. You come around the side here. Oh, that's true. It could be late winter. Like, yeah, that's true. It could be like February, March. That's true. That's right. You know, I didn't think about that there, Sean. It's going to be closed for a few months. So, it's fine. All right, so it's the upcoming winter. Thank you so much. I wasn't thinking. So, it is still going to be a while, though. It is still going to be a while. There's your picture postcard shot right there. Bow Bridge. Bow Bridge right there. Cast iron bridge, built in 1858, designed by Calvert Vaux. Yeah, the 24th is around the corner. Probably the best colors are like right here. Yeah, we still have the view though, that's true. Still have the view.
I'm just gonna walk like this with you. That's where to be honest. That's where I thought.
We were just over there for the drone show. And the drone show was kind of cool. The drone show was kind of cool. So you are not allowed to ride a bike on the footpaths here. You are not allowed to ride a bike on the footpaths. There are signs everywhere, sir. You are not allowed to ride the bike on the footpaths. Good to see you, Nick Nagler. Welcome. Who enjoyed that? Because I did. Dutch Moz is in a mood today. Do you like that too? Nah, you don't care. It's okay. Here is the Cherry Hill fountain here at Cherry Hill. This is not the Friends fountain. Now I'm going to show you, for full disclosure and receipts, at the end of this footpath where he had to ride past, there is a sign. Yeah, he carried on. It's fine. I was hoping for the broken phone. We were going for the broken phone. Aren't all them leaves stunning there, Terry Allen? Good to see you. See, look. For all the people who are going to throw hate at me on various Discord servers, saying, he pushed the guy off the bike. See, here's another one. Here's another one. So, and mind you, I make money off a bike in Central Park. Dismount and walk the bike. So he had to go through here somehow. You have to dismount and walk the bike on the footpaths. Right out there, that's perfectly fine. That's where you want to ride. But you want to dismount and walk the bike on the footpath. So I was hoping for that guy to break his phone, though. Good to see you, Tracy Taylor. Good to see you, Tracy Taylor. We're making our way over to Strawberry Fields, ladies and gentlemen. That's coming up next. Then after that, the finish line to the New York City Marathon. And then after that, the Sheep's Meadow. Good to see you, Nicole. Welcome. Daniel Webster is off to my right-hand side. Daniel Webster, a state senator from New Hampshire. He advocated for the union of North and South during the Civil War. I mean, there's pictures, Nibble. You stop at the red lights and you see me pushing the stroller. I know, yeah. You're supposed to stop at the red lights also. Happy you are okay? I'm fine, Cindy. No need to be dramatic. I'm fine. All right. Good to see a coaster kid. Welcome. You want to get killed by those bikes one of these days? Yeah, I gotta be careful. The Twin Towers of the Majestic apartment buildings. Strawberry Fields in New York City in Central Park, dedicated on John Lennon's 45th birthday, October 9th, 1985. 151 countries from all around the world recognize Strawberry Fields as an international peace garden. And the main focus of Strawberry Fields, the simple black and white tiled mosaic called Imagine. The Imagine mosaic, a gift from the city of Naples in Italy to the city of New York. And we got somebody feeding the birds next to the dedication plaque. Here's the dedication plaque, right here. All right, looks like we got some people put some signage up here. This is interesting. And this is new. The simple black and white tiled mosaic that says, "Imagine a gift from the city of Naples in Italy to the city of New York." The black and white tiles are made from clay from Mount Vesuvius at Pompeii. And I want to show you the mosaic without people standing on it or sitting on it. You miss coming here this time of year? Well, you're here now there, little crow. Welcome. Good to see you, Brian Davis. Welcome. There's the Imagine mosaic right there. Yeah.
Did you ever take that?
Yeah, maybe they should have a peace summit here. That'll be good. Dan Harsman, good to see you. Welcome. Have I heard the new Beatles song yet? Yes, I have. It's kind of like meh. It's kind of like meh. It's okay. Oh, we got some fencing up here. I wonder what the fencing is. Oh, this is for the marathon. That's right. This is fencing for the marathon because this is like a whole frozen zone here. Ladies and gentlemen, as old as the Brooklyn Bridge, opened up in 1884. The first building here in the Upper West Side. The Dakota Apartments, ladies and gentlemen. Who are my favorite residents of the Dakota? Of course, John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Here they are, standing in front of the Dakota, hanging on out. Now, where was John Lennon's apartment? Let me show you. John Lennon's apartment was right there on the corner at the black railing. It's a penthouse floor, so they have the two adjoining floors above that. Each floor is kind of like a corner of the building, and between 1973 and 1977, John and Yoko Ono acquired the two neighboring apartments on the 8th floor, thus creating a 40-room apartment. Kind of crazy. Yeah, no, the music video was awful. Yeah. But there it is, the Dakota. I got to get that cheat sheet list of all the famous people that have and still do live in there. Yeah, no, exactly there, Sean, yeah. It was a bit lackluster. That is the luckiest dog in Central Park right there. That is the luckiest dog in Central Park.
For a long time. Yeah,
Maria, you never see that? Awesome. Well, you're going to see a lot more cool stuff. Coming up next, the finish line to the New York City Marathon. Tavern on the Green. And of course, we're going to hopefully walk across the sheep's meadow as the sky gets dark and we transition into nighttime. Yeah, I know, I got to do a list of people who got turned down. Billy Joel is another one, yes indeed. Billy Joel got turned down. Cher, Steve Jobs, Robert De Niro, just to name a few. Some incredible names barred from moving into the Dakota Apartments. And here we have another. Cycling is not allowed on the footpaths. See, he had a city bike. If he would have ran into me on his city bike, that would have hurt because that thing weighs 75 pounds. Lauren Bacall did live there, Jan. Yes, indeed. Did you like that, Sabine? I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, he was on his city bike, so. Rosemary's Baby was the only movie to be actually filmed in the Dakota. We still have the marathon breakdown process here. Oh, this is cool to see. All right. Well, we're going to parallel the route here. So they were turned down, Liz, because Yoko Ono was like the president of the co-op board. So she is the one who had kind of like the final last call to like get, allow people to move into the building. You got to be voted on to be allowed to move into the building. So here they're telling everyone to dismount, walk the bikes, So no doubt there'll be people cycling right here in a moment. Another sign here, so we're gonna, let's see how this works out here. How many people are gonna be riding their bikes here in the footpath? Boris Karloff did live there too, yes indeed. But this is the finish line area to the New York City Marathon that we just had on Sunday. Yeah, Yoko did have a lot of power. She was very influential, so it wasn't just Yoko by herself, but she did add a lot of influence to who was admitted into the building ultimately. Yoko is no longer on the co-op board of the Dakota. Her son has taken over that spot, from what I hear, and because he's the one who actually lives in the apartment now. And he only lives in the apartment a few months out of the year. They do rent half of the apartment for $62,000 a month. So this is just a big undertaking here, the marathon. Such a big undertaking. And the Mighty Bull with 3 more bulls in the chat. So, Mighty Bull, what does that mean? Let me know. Roberta Flack, yes, she was the only other person on the 8th floor. So, yeah, Roberta Flack, neighbors with John and Yoko. But Mighty Bull, what did the 3 bulls signify? What is the meaning behind the 3 bulls that you have placed in the chat? Is it only to bring attention to yourself? Or what? Tell me, please, I need to know. They are still tearing down the marathon finish line here. Hear the work undergoing. But here it is. Oh my goodness. All the memories right here. The finish line to the New York City Marathon right here. Wow, it's a big undertaking here. It does stink here. I don't know why it stinks around here. It does. Wow. Right here is the finish line. Tavern on the Green is just back over there. And let's walk across the Sheep's Meadow. MXP 2000, you enjoyed the marathon coverage? I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And Sunshine After the Rain, welcome. I'm having a great day. Oh, look at this sky. Wow. Hoping for a little bit more sun, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosy. But Arjun Awaha, I'm having a great day. I'm just trying to figure out why somebody would put 3 bulls in the chat, and what did Rev in all capital letters with 3 bulls? What was the significance of those 2 comments? I'm trying to still figure that out. Do I like it when it gets early? No, I do not. No, I don't like it when it gets early. The sun goes down early. I definitely have a seasonal disorder there. Yeah, sunset 4:44. Just saw me in the black outfit there, Nick. Awesome. Good to see you, Nick Nevin. Are you here in Central Park, enjoying the park? Beautiful day out here. I'll see you later, Lawrence. Have a great night. The Towers of Billionaires Row. The Central Park South Tower, which is the tallest one. The narrowest skyscraper in the world, 111 West 57th Street. 157 West 57th Street is right there. 432 Park Avenue, right over there. Joe Hernandez, good to see you. Has an American ever won the marathon? Of course an American has won a marathon. Of course. A few years back, an American in the women's division won. Got some advanced intelligence of the Frost Fest that's going to be happening in Coney Island. Looking very much forward to it. There's going to be some cool light displays down in Luna Park, so looking forward to that. These are the luckiest little dogs in the park. He's just your little zoomies. Look at his little fluff. Look at that little fluff. Sounds fun, yeah. Let's head back across the mall. Coming up next, we got Balto the sled dog as requested. Earlier in the live stream, we're going to see Balto the sled dog make our way down to the Delacorte clock, which will most likely not be ringing. It's a little bit too late. And then after that, Fifth Avenue. Coming up next. Me, little cute little guy. Anyway, and Nadine Smith with a $5 super chat. Nadine, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. Thanks for sponsoring the live stream there, Nadine. And thanks for being very generous with those super chats there. Photos from around New York wants the weather across the way out in Brooklyn. The conditions are fair with a temperature of 51 degrees Fahrenheit, 11 degrees Celsius, with the wind blowing out of the north-northwest at 4 miles an hour or 6 kilometers an hour, and a current relative humidity of 36%. It's dry out there. Spill the tea about Frostfest. Yeah, that's all I know so far. I've seen some pictures. I would love to show them to you guys, but you'll see Frostfest in a couple of weeks. And Ange is in the house. Good to see you, Ange. Everybody follow yo, Ange. Follow Ange and Joe in their coffee-fueled adventures across New York City and beyond. Make sure you give Ange a follow, a fantastic live streamer and content creator from the Upper West Side. Good to see you there, Ange. Catching up on your little van adventures there. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little jealous there. That looked like a lot of fun, traveling in the van across the roads of America. Well, we're gonna make our way now down towards the mall. And yeah, Cindy Kerr, it's 85 degrees in Tulsa. There you go. All right. Gene Pitney. Shout out to Gene Pitney. Van life equals chaos, but you know what? That's damn good content. Jermaine James, welcome. John Burke, welcome. Good to see y'all. Welcome. Ooh, look at that shot right there. These are some cool shots right here. Look at this. That's a beautiful shot, but then look at the San Remo. Now that is a wallpaper. Now that is a wallpaper right there. Look at that. Just beautiful light on it right now. Really cool. Gorgeous, Ange, yeah. so neat. So neat, so cool. Legendary Ghostbusters scene, that's right, we're not that far from 55 Central Park West, the Ghostbusters building. And I would have showed it off if we were able to cross the street at the finish line there, but we couldn't cross the street at the finish line. So this is the area where everyone goes rollerblading and stuff. But as you see, this pathway is really wide. This is where you parked your carriage to stroll the mall. You park your carriage here and you walk across the way over there and you promenade, showing off your wealth, holding your lover's hand while she twirls a parasol. Walks in camera, welcome. Let's hit up the mall one last time here. Coming up next, Balto the Sled Dog. Balto the Sled Dog and Delacorte Clock coming on up next. Jeanette, you like the light at this hour? Me too. Everyone promenade, that's right. I would give anything to see Central Park in like 1875. Am I painting a picture in your mind? That's my job. So now we're getting back to the mall, the only straight pathway in Old Central Park, by the way. But we're gonna make a left after we head down the mall a little bit. Balto the Sled Dog coming up next. No, Central Park in the 70s was no picnic. I've seen lots of videos and films and pictures of it. All right, back on the mall. As it gets dark, night is beginning to rear its head. We gotta head back out onto 5th Avenue. And let's see if we see any early holiday decorations. Mayor Lindsay in the 1960s, he kind of began the descent of Central Park. He encouraged a lot of people in Central Park to kind of like be a little wild, a lot of be-ins here in the park. A lot of people used to swim naked in the fountains back in the day. But Bean Holiday is welcome, and Jonathan C. Are the turtles out? Asking a bull in the south of France. Yeah, I don't know, Jonathan, yeah. Wasn't looking for turtles. JR TV's checking on in from San Antonio, Texas. Good to see you. You hope one day to learn the park like me. You know what, Din Din? It took me about 2 years to really get the park down packed. And I still, they're tour guides who do birding a lot better. They're tour guides who do the ecology of the park a lot better than me. I focus on just the raw numbers and the construction of the park. Had a cop throw you a joint down the, hell no, a cop threw your joint down the sewer? Well, that's Bryant Park, you know. Isn't Bryant Park one of those places where people shoot up? It is a huge park, 843 acres. Great book by Jack Finley about New York and Central Park in the 1880s. Ooh, Mimi, I'm gonna have to check that out. she's pretty good. I gotta thank my tour guide mentor though, Carl. He passed away a few years ago, right before the pandemic, and he started my love of the park, and yeah, kind of seen it all, done it all here in the park, and now I get to bring these adventures to all of you guys at home. It's getting dark quick. We gotta get to Fifth Avenue. Sound like Donna Summer? Yeah, a little bit like Donna Summer, yeah. The Willowdale Arch is coming up. This is where all of the creators of Central Park took a photo right after the park was completed. It's such a cool picture because they're all standing right there over this arch here from this perspective. So they're all standing right there. And I was trying to find that picture before I started the live stream today, but I couldn't find a good one that wasn't too pixelated. So hopefully next time we're in the park, I could recreate that picture for you guys. But we had earlier in the live stream a request for Balto the sled dog. And here he is. Good to see you, Jack Spencer. Welcome to the indomitable spirit of the sled dog. Here is Balto the sled dog. In the winter of 1925, Balto saved 220 children's lives in the city of Nome, Alaska. He was the final dog of a 32 sled dog team that delivered the antidote to diphtheria to the children of Nome, Alaska. This statue was commissioned in honor of Balto about 10 months after he saved all those children's lives. A local civic organization got the money together to create Balto, and when he was unveiled, Balto was right there to his left-hand side. You could see that film right here on YouTube. But there he is, Balto the sled dog, everybody. No need to dunk the camera. We're not on TikTok. Let's continue on. We're about to make our way to Fifth Avenue, people. Oh, they're closing the lawns. The park ranger here is closing the lawns. We're going to head down Fifth Avenue. And we're going to see if there's any early Christmas decorations up. Louis Vuitton already has its Christmas decorations up, so we're going to see that. But yes, Balto is a hero. Very much so. Unfortunately, the last few years Balto was on this earth, he was used for gambling debts and whatnot. He didn't have a very pleasant life. But he did save 220 children's lives. And you can still see Balto today in the Natural History Museum in Cleveland, Ohio. That's right, JR. That's right. Yeah, there's a great video about here on YouTube about Balto's last few years of life, and it's so tragic. It's so sad. But I love that unveiling. I love that unveiling film of him. Yes, Balto is stuffed in the Natural History Museum in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, you could visit Balto. Oh my God, Darlene, you gotta go visit. Darlene, you could actually see and say hi to Balto out there in Cleveland, Ohio. Listen, it's no longer the mistake on the lake. Did you see Balloon Fest and how triumphant that was? Balloon Fest '86. Look it up. It's a funny story. Yeah, Darlene, but it makes him iconic. You know what I mean, Darlene? That's a thing that people used to do back in the day. They used to stuff their animals. So, absolutely, Ian. Yes, indeed. All right, coming up to the Delacorte clock. And I doubt it's going to ring because it's a little late. Usually stops ringing around 4. But here is a Delacorte clock. Yep. You had a stuffed bear many years ago. Nice. Yeah, missed it. 4:40. Yeah, I know. I know, John. I'm like 10 minutes off. To my left-hand side, a structure that predates Central Park. This is the Armory. The Armory was built in 1849. Today it houses the Central Park Conservancy's offices there, where they maintain the park. And here are the infamous seals, the sea lions here in the Central Park Zoo. This whole area flooded a few weeks ago. Actually now a month ago, right? And the sea lions actually escaped their enclosure, but luckily they were perfectly fine and were returned to their enclosure. But this whole area here flooded. This whole area down there flooded. But like I said, this tour, 2 hours. And now we're beginning to make our way out of the park. Coming up next, 5th Avenue. Yeah, they escaped the zoo. Hopefully Flacco is going to be doing well. There's a lot of people looking out for Flacco, the Eurasian owl, eagle owl. So hopefully Flacco does fine. He was thriving, but now he's looking for a mate. And now he's way downtown in the village. We all hope, all of us Central Park live streamers hope that Flacco returns safe and very soon. But the winter is coming. So hopefully Flacco does okay in the winter. Flacco is a living legend. Right? That would have been great. Oh yeah. Yes, and that's very true there, John Laura, very true.
That's one of
Yeah, we miss you up here. Oh, you like the seal story? Awesome. Glad you enjoyed the seal story. Look at that silhouette of the Billionaires Row buildings, 111 West 57th Street, right there in the middle of the shot. Look at that, right there. Such iconic views here in Central Park. As the sun goes down, making our way towards 5th Avenue. Look at this. Okay. Means business. Yeah. What was the character from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Casey Jones. Who remembers Casey Jones? Was that a childlike Casey Jones we just walked past? Anyway. Fifth Avenue, darling, is coming up next. First, Grand Army Plaza. Across the street, that's the Plaza Hotel right over there. If anyone wants to donate the Ella Louise suite for a night for the live stream, that'll be much appreciated. You remember that, Ian? Yeah. We have this interesting bit of art right here. To me, it looks like a thing of lipstick. And why do they have a fence around it? I have no idea. I guess they're doing
installation progress here. Ian, we're gonna walk right past Tiffany's in a moment. But yep, it's art. But Tiffany's, that's 57th Street, 5th Avenue. We're about to pass that right now. And me and the Duchess we had brunch at Tiffany's not that long ago. It was a lot of fun. A little expensive, but a lot of fun. Looks festive, right? It does look like a tube of lipstick, right? Your aunt used to work there, nice. Cannonball Express, there you go, yeah. Looks like it should be in Superman's lair, Jim, yeah. Ooh, it's getting cold. It's getting cold, people. It's kryptonite, yeah. Good to see you, Yuri. Welcome. Good afternoon. All right, people, there we go. We now have the light. We get saunter into the streets. Wonder how cold it's going to be when I get back to Coney Island. Oh yeah, this is exactly where Home Alone 2 was filmed, yeah. Actually, Kevin goes over the Gatsbo Bridge, not that far from here, in the park. Fifth Avenue, one of the most expensive commercial corridors in the world. Starting up here at 59th Street, we got the Apple Store. And of course, the Plaza Hotel, right there. I am still not used to 59th Street being one direction right here. And I am not talking about the band. Plaza Hotel, storied hotel. Actually, half of the hotel rooms are now permanent residences, so you can actually live in there if you have enough money. Oleg, we probably did around 10,000, 11,000 steps so far. We're probably going to be working on 13,000 steps for the live stream in total. 13 to 14,000 steps. We've kind of meandered through the park a little bit more than I was expecting. That's right, that's true. You can live anywhere if you have the cash. I'll see you later, Coaster Kid. Have a great evening. I'm glad you enjoyed it there, Liz. Now we are back out in the city. I figure we'll see the park around sunset time, and then after sunset, we're here along 5th here, and we're going to see the lights come up here in the city. Paris Theater, right down there. That's where Netflix debuts all their movies. That's where they premiere them. Luckily, Netflix saved that theater. My favorite movie to premiere in the Paris Theater? Grey Gardens, duh. That's one of my favorite movies. Wow, look at this. The city's humming now, baby. The hustle and the bustle, baby. The hustle and the bustle of 5th Avenue. Just to think, in a few weeks, there's going to be Christmas lights all down this way. Very exciting. Jeanette, you like Grey Gardens too? Awesome. We belong together, we're happy together, and life is a song.
We belong together, know where we belong. In the stormy weather, like birds of a feather, together we shine. I forgot the rest of the lyrics. Good to see you, Austin City Limits. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Louis Vuitton's display this year seems to be some kind of a truck. Are we walking to Rockefeller? Yes, we are. We're going to walk down 5th Avenue towards Rockefeller right now, Ian. And there goes my express bus to 38. Hi! Hey! I know I saw you looking at the monitor behind there.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, oh yeah, Brooklyn, man, yeah. The voice of an angel, that's right. As he almost gets hit by a bus. Folks, you never want to creep up behind a New Yorker because you might get outbursts like that. Good to see you, my Mia. Welcome. He came up behind me looking at the monitor, and I was like, I'm going to fuck with this guy. I'm gonna fuck with him. Hey! When I say wabba, back with the Tiffany. Right there, baby. Me and the Duchess ate right up there. We ate right up there. In the blue box. He seemed friendly, yes indeed. So that's Louis Vuitton's Christmas display. It's kind of meh. It's kind of meh. And of course, the scenic, beautiful, unbelievably architecturally flaunting Trump Tower. It's dark like his soul, people. It's dark like his soul. Anyway, he seemed happy to be in New York, yeah. Maybe he heard that Liza Minnelli song. Ooh, look at this. That's kind of cool. They're hanging out in ornaments there. Okay. I tell you, the Christmas displays are not nearly as nice as they were back in the day. Like, I'm thinking like 80s, 90s. The Christmas displays were like just amazing. Now they're kind of like, they're kind of boring. I want to welcome your colleague for the company. Thanks for hanging on out. As we continue to make our way south along 5th Avenue, 3 Sundays in December, 5th Avenue will be closing to traffic. So that's exciting. Looking very much forward to that. And Louise Poppy has joined us. Everybody follow Louise Poppy. She's a great live streamer from New Zealand, currently on adventures in Japan. Everyone, you want to go see Japan? Go check out Louise Poppy, a fantastic live streamer and fellow tour guide like myself out there in New Zealand. Good to see you there, Louise. Hope you're doing well. Kia ora. Hope you're doing well. As we continue south along 5th Avenue. Have you been loving her streams? I've been loving her. I saw a little bit of a replay of that on the way out here today. Really cool. Pam, good to see you. Welcome. You missed the Lord and Taylor Christmas windows? Oh, yeah. We're going to head down towards Saks Fifth Avenue. I don't know how exciting Saks Fifth Avenue is going to be this year. I don't know how you theme Zodiac, the Zodiac calendar, to the holidays. I'm really wondering what kind of music they're going to be using. I'm really wondering about it as of late. So, oh, looks like Coach already has its. Let's see what it's like, people. Let's see what it's like. Got to get into the flow here. Now there's that fountain water smell that's synonymous with Midtown. Yeah, look at Coach. Let's see the Coach display here while we wait for the light. Saks needs to step up their game way of the road. Yes, indeed. Is the Christmas tree here yet? No, the Christmas tree is coming, I believe, on the 11th. The Christmas tree will be here on the 11th. And I think the lighting ceremony is like on the 21st. Or the 20, or the, yeah, I think it's the 21st. I forget. Look, there's Coach. There's Coach's display. Random SUV there, hanging out in the dead middle of the street. As I impatiently wait for this light that I now have the light for. But the tree is being readied to be moved. So yeah, the tree should be here. Yeah. Oh, the 28th. Thank you so much there, Din Din. Yeah, the 28th is going to be lit. Because if it gets here on the 11th, it takes like 2 weeks for that to get lit up. So. You know, it's 50,000 LED lights. So that takes some time. Bah humbug till you see Bay Ridge. Bay Ridge is going to be right after Thanksgiving, so. As people defyingly cross the street here. 53rd here. Lots of decorating needs to be done to your big tree. That's a beautiful thing. Good to see you, Rouge Jones. Welcome. I'm very excited for the Luna Park tree. The Luna Park tree is going to, from what I hear, is going to be really cool. I got a little sneak peek of some of the light displays they're going to have at Luna Park, so it's going to be pretty cool. You already feel the spirit of Christmas? Awesome. It's coming. It's inbound. It's careening towards us.
There's a hole.
The House of Cartier is coming up on our left-hand side. Anything was better than that tree in Washington Square Park. That was the Peanuts tree. That was the that was what's his name's tree. Charlie Brown. That was a Charlie Brown Christmas tree over there in Washington Square Park. Oh, looks like the House of Cartier is going to get their decorations together here. So they're just getting started up. I see a cloud, and it was so sad. Yeah, exactly. It was a little thin little tree. But hopefully next year or this year, Washington Square Park steps up their game. We are almost into the Christmas vortex. Rockefeller Center. You visited the place that does all the decorations for these places? Wild stuff? Oh yeah. It's pretty incredible how they plan and organize all that stuff. Jumping right here, it's like jumping. All the rest of Midtown, it's like sleepy, and like here, it's like it's jumping. The vortex is coming along. The bells of St. Patrick's Cathedral.
really want a guarantee, right? Like I never wanted here.
Ah, jumping over here. This is like Christmas vortex already. That is yet to be determined, Din Din. I don't think the family truckster could handle all the lights again. Has quite a few miles on it, so that is yet to be determined. Stay tuned. Really jumping out here. Oh, okay. Everyone getting pictures of Atlas with the weight of the world, on the weight of the universe on his shoulders. No matter how strong of a church you have, you will always, the corporation will always have the weight of the universe on its shoulders. There's Atlas right there. Prophet Joshua Wall, welcome. Welcome to the Christmas Vortex, a pre-Christmas vortex here in Rockefeller Center. Should I show them the shot? Let's show them the shot. Let's do the shot there. Let's do it.
I never finished there.
So you come behind the statue. You'd even have coffee back here now. But look at how he lines up with the church. It's almost as if they planned it like that. One of my favorite shots right there. No matter how strong of the church you have, the corporation will always carry the weight of the universe on its shoulders. Looks cool with the light right now, too. The coffee smells mighty fine here. Ralph Lauren coffee, okay. Like that shot, Bluesy? That's why you guys watch. That's why you guys watch. All right. Coming on up to Saks Fifth Avenue. This is the Christmas Vortex. The crosstown streets of 49th and 50th Streets will be closing soon. 49th and 50th Streets will be closed to through traffic between 5th and 6th Avenues, straight through till the new year. Good to see you, John Doe. Hello, people. Welcome. This is interesting. Christian Dior and Saks Fifth Avenue doing a little collab here for their holiday display. Let's see what it looks like. We got to cross this street first. That's why you watch, Jeanette. I appreciate that. Robinson Lopez, good to see you. Looks like you have. Yo, you got to get above 14th Street there, John. You got to get above 14th Street there. So no need to apologize. You are here now. Oh, I don't know if I like this. I wonder what is this thing gonna do? What's the music gonna be like? But they're celebrating the Zodiac. I don't know, like, okay, how to get to tie the Zodiac with Christmas is very suspect to me. But there it is. Should be rather interesting to see this, to see it do its thing. Yeah. Are they going to use that song this year? We'll find out in a few weeks here at Saks Fifth Avenue. And here it is. What happened to the tree? Did somebody steal the tree? Well, it's on its way, kids. It's on its way. Welcome to Rockefeller Center. Oh, they're having this is telling us about some kind of a art exhibit inside of Christie's. Gotta have to check that out. Yeah, look, they're having a little thing for Ivan Reitman in Christie's. Wow. Look at all these great movie moments brought to us by the director. Okay, on view at 20 Rock. Oh, that's cool. Gotta go check that out. And here it is. Here's the money shot. Ah, 30 Rockefeller Plaza. So cool. Ivan Reitman montage. And then look at the crowd here to look at Prometheus stealing the flame of knowledge. What is going on here? Everybody's taking pictures down here. Is the fountain really that pretty? Look at this, everybody's taking pictures. You know, whenever I look at tourists taking these pictures, I'm like, I'm so lucky I could just like take the train out here and I'm here in like an hour. Do you feel like you're walking with me, Maria? That's my job. Ah, there he is. There's Prometheus stealing the flame of knowledge. Oh my goodness. Doesn't get better than that. And an ice skating rink looks very functional. Pam's out there in New Jersey, Lori Lou, New Jersey. Welcome. Exactly, Paul. Let me do all the walking for you. You're more than welcome, Maria. Well, is it your first time finding this nonsense? If it is, make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Maz Family of Networks here on YouTube and on Instagram, all same name at Dutch Maz. And here on YouTube, make sure you hit the notification bell because I never know when I'm gonna go live next. So join me tomorrow, we'll have another fun adventure. But Lori Lou, good to see you, good to see everybody, people, and from the ice skating rink here in Rockefeller Center. This is Dutch Maz signing off. Have a fantastic New York day, whether you live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones, cherish those moments, and good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see you guys tomorrow, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.